welcome to my unboxing and reboxing of the Catan, the Explorers and Pirates expansion. This is an expansion for Catan, so as always, it does require the base game in order to play. And this is the 5th edition. As we lift the lid, the first thing that we have here is our pieces, and then we have our expansion rules. The expansion rules is simply a 4-pager here. And this is all of the components that we have. So for the wooden game pieces, the new pieces that we have in each color. Okay, so for each color, what we should have is we should have 9 of each of these crew members here. So these are the crews. Then we should have 4 harbor settlements. They look like this. We should have 3 ships. They look like this. And this is in each color. We should have 2 settlers. They look like this. We should have 3 markers. They look like this, just a round disc. And 1 pirate ship. So that's what we should have for our orange, blue, white, and red here. Then we have a bag of neutral pieces where we should have 6 fish hauls and 24 spice sacks. The spice sacks look like this, like a little brown bag. And the fish hauls look like this, and there should be 6 of these gray fish. Then we have some punch boards, and by some punch boards, we mean a lot of punch boards here. And it looks like we've got more rules underneath. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Looks like there's 16 punch boards. Looking for which one is numbered 1. So the first punch board is this one here. It looks like this. So these are sorting tiles. They tell you what goes in each container. So down here we have the 4 player pieces sorting tiles for white, red, orange, and blue. And it has the breakdown of what we just went over from these component bags. So these tiles go inside these bags. Then it suggests putting each of these other ones in a bag, and we have a bunch of bags here. So we had 1 big bag that contained 4 other big bags, and then 1 slightly smaller bag. So this sorting tile looks like this, is for scenario 1, and it says that it is going to take the spice bags, as well as 6 spice hexes, 1 mission card, and 1 victory point card. So this is going to go into a bag. Then we have another one here. This one says Fish for Catan, and it wants those fish tokens as well as 6 fish shoal hexes, 1 mission card, and 1 victory point card. And then the Pirates Lairs scenario looks like this on one side and like this on the other. And it wants 6 lair discs, 6 gold field hexes, 1 mission card, and 1 victory point card. Then we have 1 bag that is going to get 48 gold coins with a 1 and 40 with a 3. I'm going to put that in that slightly smaller bag just to make sure that we have enough here. Then we have the standard hexes, number tokens, green and orange. It looks like this. And on the back, it tells us exactly what needs to go in the bag. And then we have one for pieces from base Catan, and it tells us which pieces we need from base Catan. So that's going to go in this bag, but we're not going to put anything in this bag, I think, because we're not actually mixing in base Catan right now. So that empties punch board 1. Then punch board 2 has those mission cards and victory point cards for the 3 scenarios. So they look like this. And on the back, they look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in their respective bags. And that empties punch board 2. Then, let's see, was that punch board 2? That was punch board 3 that we just did, actually. Punch board 2 is the building cost helper cards. And these go in the player bags. Or they could go in the player bags. Of course, they give us a bag that is really tight for actually having that in there. They give us these giant bags, but then when it comes to actually sticking these in these, they don't really fit. But these also are just big enough that we could probably leave them in the box loose and it would be fine. And again, those building cost cards look like this for each color. And on the back, like this. Next, from sheet 4, it says to put the frame expansions into the box rather than a bag. So for the frame expansions, we have A1 and F1 here. So this piece is one piece and this piece is another piece. And they're labeled A1 and F1. A1 and F1. So these are pirate lair tokens. There are 3 of them on this sheet that look identical. And then we also have 6 of our 3 gold coins. And on the back, those pirate lairs have the 5, the 3, and the 11 numbers on them. The pirate lairs go in the pirate lairs. There should be 6 lair discs. It's this pirate lairs scenario bag that they go in. So these 3 tokens go in there. And our gold coins all go in the gold coins bag. That was board number 4. Board number 5 has 3 more of those pirate lair tokens, the other 3. They have a 6, 2, and 8 on the back, another 6 gold coins, and we have A2 and F2 of the frame hexes. We have F2 and A2 here. And that empties board 5. Board 6 has 4 of our frame expansions here. We have B1, B2, B3, and D2. That's 1, 2, 3, and this one. And then we have 4 more of our 3 count coins. So D2 looks like this. B2 looks like this. B1 looks like this. And B3 looks like this. And that empties our board 6. Board 7, we have another B1, B2, B3, and we have D1. So the B1, B2, B3 look the same as the other copy of them. They are the only ones that are duplicated according to the frame expansions pieces list. And then all the others, there's just one of. So this is D1 here. And our 4 more 3 gold coins. And that empties number 7. Now on number 8, we have C1, which is a very large piece here, and 4 more 3 gold coins. C1 is this entire piece. And that empties our frame 8. And then for number 9, we have C2, which is again a very large piece. And it looks the same, except it's just the other direction. And then we have 4 more 3 gold tokens. And that's all of number 9. Number 10 just has G. G looks like this. And that's all there is on 10. Then on number 11, it says to detach all of the standard terrain hexes and C hexes with green and orange icons on the back. So we also, it looks like, have E from those border pieces. So E goes over here. but these green and orange ones go in this bag that says standard hexes, number tokens, green and orange. So we just have C tiles, 2 of them with this green icon and 2 of them with this orange icon. Then we have 2 number tokens, one with a green and one with an orange. We have a green that is a 6 and we have an orange that is an 8. We have 2 more 3 gold tokens and we have 8 ones. So all the gold tokens are going to go in the gold bag. But the number tiles and these hexes are going in the standard hexes number tokens bag. And that's all there was on 11. Then on 12, we have 2 mountains, we have 1 field, 1 pasture, 1 hill, and 1 forest. These are all green. The numbers, we have an orange 11 and we have a green 3. Then we have 2 more 3 gold tokens and 8 more ones. Then on 13, we have all orange hexes. We have 2 fields. We have 1 mountain, 1 pasture, 1 hills, and 1 forest. We also have 2 4 number tokens. 1 is orange and 1 is green. We have 8 more 1 gold coins and 2 3s. Then on board 14, there are the 6 fish shoal hexes to go in the Fish for Catan scenario. They look like this. We've got one with each dice count on it. On the back, they're all orange. No, 4 to 6 are orange and 1 to 3 dice are green. Then we have 2 number tokens, 1 for orange and 1 for green. We have 2 more 3 gold tokens and 8 more 1 gold tokens. And that's all of 14. Then for 15, we have the 6 spice hexes. 3 of them are green and 3 of them are orange. They look like this. We also have 2 more number tokens. They are both 5s. One is orange and one is green. We have 2 more gold tokens and 8 more 1 gold token, 2 3 gold tokens and 8 1 gold tokens. And they go in with our standard hexes. And then on 16, we have our Pirate Lair / Goldfield hexes. These 6 go with our Pirate's Lair scenario, and they look like this. We also have 8 1s and 2 3s for the gold. 3 of those hexes are orange, 3 are green, and we have a number. We have 9 in green and orange for the numbers. Those numbers go in with the standard hexes, but the Pirate's Lair hexes are all going to go into the Pirate's Lair scenario. Then we need to take our 6 fish and our 24 spices and put them in their scenario bags. So the spices go in the Spices for Catan scenario. So they all go in this bag. And then the 6 fish go in the Fish for Catan bag. Now, that was all of our punch boards. It said to put all these hexes directly in the box. So it's time to look at what else is in the box here first. Nice art in the bottom. Then we have a Catan sticker. We have our advertising insert for Catan games. And we have our actual scenario guide. So it says to start with the overview. Which really, so this overview gives us a great how to unbox it, how to punch it all out, and an index of all the components. But this here is the actual rules. So this is the rules, and we can See, the actual rule book is 16 pages here with 5 scenarios. I am going to save this out to keep on top. And it did suggest putting the hexes in to start with. So I am going to put all of these hexes in the box to start. And then each one of the component bags, need to get them sealed. We have Fish for Catan, which has those fish shoal hexes and the fish, and the scenario board and the victory point card. We have our standard hexes and number tokens, and the little bag organizer card does tell you precisely how many of what should be in here. We have our Spices for Catan scenario, which does have the 1 mission card, the 6 spice hexes, the 24 spice bags, and the victory point card. Then we do have our same for the Pirate's Lair. Pirate's Lair has 6 hexes of its own, as well as 6 of those little tiles, and then its mission tile and its victory point. Then we have our gold tokens. There should be 48 ones and 43s. Then we have our player bags. We have 1 for blue, 1 for white, 1 for orange, and 1 for red. And then we have our bag of base game components. So this is a bag that's designed for you to use to hold the pieces that came from the base game while you're playing this expansion. If you're going to play it a bunch of times without putting the items back in the base Catan box, you would use this bag. I'm one of those people that's going to rebox it every time, I think, but it's nice that there is such a bag. And it does have the list of what you need to pull out of your base Catan game, which is helpful if you were just going to go grab just those items. And then we had the 1 bag left from those spices and fish that I'll just set aside. The instructions will go back on the top, and we have unboxed and reboxed Catan Explorers and Pirates expansion for the 5th edition. If this was helpful to you at all, if you would give us a like and a subscribe and come back for more videos. Thanks.